What's your crazy sex fetish? These comments aren't nearly as weird as I thought they'd be. Weird F for me. Am I wrong for this? I had a GF when I was a teenager who had no off-button words wise. She would stop giving me head to come up for air and continue talking about whatever the topic was before she went down on me. Sometimes she would continue talking with her mouth full. The combination of her not talking anymore and the pleasure of receiving oral sex was nirvana for me. So, hearing someone talking with their mouth full of me is an experience I haven't had since I was a teenager. Sex with a ghost. Blame that scene in Ghostbusters. Flipped a switch in my 10-year-old brain. Unresolvable. Weird because I don't run across it all the time. But it turns me on. When men growl purr because they are sexually turned on. Not something done intentionally either. I like vocal dudes in bed, but having an automatic vocal response that's animalistic in nature is really freaking hot. Being primal. I love physically aggressive sex. I love being bitten and scratched. Leave marks on me. One woman once bit me so hard, the mark stayed for 4 months. It fires me up. I know it isn't crazy, but I used to be an ass man. I married a woman with massive tits. The other day, out of curiosity, I sniffed her tits. Something awakened in me, and now I'm mildly attracted to the smell of her boob sweat. Yes, she bullies me about it. I fucking love my wife. CNC. I'm not against it mostly because my biggest kink is to make my woman come and I'll do what it takes to reach that goal. But trust me, wearing a ghost face mask and ramming through the shower room and trying to hold your balance and stay stable on the wet floor while you're pumping is extremely hard. One time, as I was running towards her, I fell down face first on the floor, and that night we didn't even have sex, we just patched me up and laughed about it all night. I really like spending the time to plan out and buy different colored rope to tie around my partner's body, so it seems like lingerie. Sitting on my face. Pretty vanilla considering other people's comments here. I don't know if this counts, but I love when guys have obsessions with me in general, like just looking at me makes them hard, something about me turning them on from me just existing makes me go crazy for them in bed, especially when they love my feet, 2 feet jobs. I like bushes, very hard to find one in the wild nowadays. Unfortunately, I usually need to find a partner that will be a bro and grow one out for me, some ladies rather not. I have a thing for anal, and yet, as a general rule, manage to find the only guys in the world who think it's gross. Go figure. I'll take that to my grave. Adult breastfeeding is a fetish I should have personally seen coming, but it never actually crossed my mind until it was an option. Now it's a bit of an obsession. I know this is very weird, but getting my ear licked turns me on instantly. Not only the outside, but the inside as well. When I watched MIB Roman 2 and watched the scene when Serlina coiled Kay and shoved her tongue in his ear, I felt how something in my mind clicked, and at the same time something broke. I asked for my last partner to do it, and he told me that it was very weird, but I was just losing it, squirming and moaning in the most WTF, WTF, WTF way. So, a corruption? You turn a sweet, innocent, shy girl into a sex-crazed lunatic? Yeah. Chastity and denial. I'd quite how, but I want you to take away my orgasms and make me desperate. I want to cosplay, that's my fetish. Fucking someone while they are on the phone. Ugh, authority figures didn't have anyone who loved me as a kid, so now any authority figure that I'm around, I'm split between wanting them to be my parents and wanting them to fuck me.